All right, so let me start by saying I hope you cannot hear the sound outside of this room, outside of this window. They are cutting down trees. I didn't know what I was hearing, but they were cutting down some more trees back there, and they are wood chipping the pieces and the chunks that fall. So if you can hear that, I'm terribly sorry. If you can't, great. But in this video, we're going to be talking about the differences in bit rates as far as recording and live streaming are concerned. I know some websites require a certain amount or they cap at a certain amount. Your internet might not be able to do a certain amount, so you got to choose a certain amount. But I'm going to just show the differences in what it looks like for some set different amounts. So I think I went from 100 megabits per second down to 60, then I did 30, then 15, and then I think I did 5,500, 6,000, 2,500. I did all those different, numbers because that'll show you a nice difference between those situations. Now, I will say this though, I do not have an RTX card, so I only have a GTX graphics card. With your RTX card, if you have one, you might get a better bitrate view quality situation because it has that dedicated encoder, video situation on those cards. So this is what it's going to look like for the GTX rendering situation. And usually you got to start giving any graphics card at least 13,000 to start looking good for your recordings and stuff like that. And then certain apps use different stuff dealing with your computer. So like one app dealing with like TikTok, they might use more the CPU and the graphics card combined to make it look good, make it look decent. Other applications might use strictly just your graphics card to make it look how it's looking. It just really depends on how they made the applications. You got to kind of tinker with it and change it or, deal with how they made it. So, it is what it is. One thing you got to keep in mind when it comes to your bitrate is that whenever you're doing a lot of movement in the game that you're playing or whatever you're doing on the stream or the recording, it's going to try to make that look better at times. And so things that are not moving might take a hit, like your webcam. You might start looking more pixelated, more raggedy, just toe up from the flow up. And sometimes it might be the opposite. Your webcam might clear up, but then your gameplay might look way, way more worse. It's all about how the software that you're using chooses to use the bit rate. It could be random at different times of how it chooses to do it. There's really no rhyme or reason to it. So that's another thing to keep in mind. Some games that don't have a lot of movement in it, or some things that you're streaming or recording that don't have a lot of movement in it, you can get away with certain bit rates because it's not all that, changing of the scenery, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, hopefully this is the last thing that I got to add to this video because I already rendered it out. Then I remembered this part. Then I recorded it. Now I'm having to add it again, render it again. And hopefully this is the final uploaded version. But let's get straight to it because I did not intend for this video to be the length it is, but it is a nice and wonderful video to watch. So go ahead and chill, slam the like button, and let's get to it. All right, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know what I did, but I was changing the bitrate in my streaming section and not my recording section. So I have to redo everything I just did. But anyway, what's good, everybody? What's good, Killski? Since technically this video is for your viewing of, I guess the first person ever see it. So yeah, this is 100 megabits per second, aka 100,000 kilobits per second. And
we lost.
I know it's looking beautiful. Anything dealing with your shit not looking crispy, clear, looking like what you see on your TV, it is your bitrate. I done used a laptop from 2011, 2010 and had to change all the settings to the lowest, raggediest shit and bump the quality of the bitrate up and was able to get crispy clear shit. Like, it's usually 10 times out of 10, you're a motherfucking bitrate. And with the type of computers everybody got now, a lot of people think for some reason, I don't know, they think that it's kind of difficult to like keep my train of thought going while I'm doing this. They think that upping your bitrate is going to make your computer work harder. That's not the case. Changing your settings and how your CPU uses that, that app, making that app work harder, that's going to change your shit. All this damn bitrate is just the size of your files. The bigger the bitrate, the bigger the, size of your files. So no, you wouldn't really want to record at 100,000 or 100 megabits per second. You wouldn't really want to do that because unless you got like some big ass hard drives.
Hostile harp above
Me personally, I usually will record in 70,000, 80,000 because I upscale to 2K or 4K on YouTube so I can get the best quality possible. Since, you know, they compress or give you the wrong codec if you don't start off with 2K or 4K. That's a whole nother situation. But as far as your 10,000 is concerned, you said you used 10,000 before. That's not even enough to make 720p 30 look decent for real, especially for video uploading, because they're gonna compress your shit. So you got to give them more than that. So when they compress it, it looks close or the same as what the fuck you recorded.
Losing B. Hostile UAV established above.
And it's not your internet, because if it's your internet, that'll be a whole nother situation. Your shit would be like dropping frames while you streaming. Now, if your shit lagging, your system lagging, that's a different thing, because you could be dropping frames from stream, you know, connection to the internet. Plus, your computer lagging and shit. Now, that's double the whammy of bullshit. But yeah, this has been 100. I'm gonna drop this down to like 60, since 60 is what the max is. Let me throw a bomb or something. 60 is what most apps for recording max out at for 1080p 60. Because they feel anything past that is overkill. So, which technically it probably is.
Hostile UAV established.
Alright, now we have it at 60,000. This is the max, you know, for 1080p 60 that they do on the Elgatos and stuff like that. 60,000 still gonna look good. Womp, womp, womp. But yeah, I'm not gonna stay out here too long. Throw the gun real quick. Since I got so much footage on the 100. Look at an explosion. Okay. Terrible.
Taking B.
Terrible, terrible.
Locking down Bravo. Bravo roused.
Really? I had to reload. Oh my goodness.
UAV overflight.
Anyway, this match is about to be over, and I technically don't want to go back to the lobby and load back in. So, you see what this looks like? This has been 60,000. Let's change it down to like 30. But right now, we are at 30,000 bit rate. In all honesty, it still should look good, because when you're recording with your graphics card, you got to start giving it at least something past like 13,000 bit rate before it starts to look decent, or whatever bit rate you're using.
Losing A.
Most people don't realize that though. But with your RTX card, it has that built-in codec for, you know, the video situation. And so it's better than, it's about as good as using your CPU. It used to be the CPU will give you the best quality, better than graphics cards. But then they came out with the RTX shit, and they tried to make it to where the actual graphics card could do
Watchdog hero mission.
as good as CPU rendering or better. So, but yeah, at least giving it 13,000 or more is when it starts to look like it's supposed to look like, closer and closer as you go up. Bro, this car is so tall.
Performance is trending below acceptable thresholds.
Tall ass car, bro. Anyway, now let's drop this down again. Or the match is. It's probably about to real soon. Oh hell yeah, it's already gonna be over. That sucks. Alrighty, we are at 15,000. Shit. Alrighty, we are at 15,000 for the bitrate situation, and I just read a message that said you thought that you had to have the bitrate in OBS be the same as the TikTok Studio. Hell to the nah. That's two different things. So yeah, anybody watching this video, for future reference, your streaming quality is your streaming quality. Your recording quality is your recording quality. They are two different things. They do not work together. They do not work against each other. They are just two separate situations.
We are falling behind.
So change them based on what you need. Your streaming section is, you know, based on your upload amount that you can do. That's all you gotta worry about. The recording situation is based on whatever quality you want your recording to be and look like. If you don't want it to be much. Damn, I can't believe you thought that this whole time, because that would have fixed a whole lot of shit. That shit would have been smooth, cool, crystal clear HD in this bitch. But yeah, it's all good. So yeah, this is 15 megabits per second, 15,000 bits. Aim is butt cheeks.
Establish UAV above.
Ew. This is my first couple matches on anyway, so like, I'm just running around just to show what this shit looks like. Alright, so we're gonna get out of here and drop it down again. Alright, we are currently at 5,500 megabits. This is what most people might push out to the purple app, because if you're not a partner, you don't have anything higher than 6,000 that you can give, but you don't want to select 6,000 because that can cause issues or whatever. Because OBS technically goes above what you send anyway, so most software does that. Like whatever you choose, it's gonna go past what you chose to try to keep it at an average of what you wanted. You know what I'm saying? So you choose 6,000, it might push out 6,800 just to keep, you know, the up and down fluctuation of shit about where it needs to be. Dang, they flipped the spawn, bro. I have no faith. I have no faith in this 5,500 right now. So I don't want to stay on here too long because this is not probably looking too sexy. I have not changed no settings on the computer. The only thing that's been changed is the bit rate only. So yeah, but I'm gonna change it down one more time because, you know, some people actually can't even stream 5,500. Some people have to stream, you know, 3,500 based on bit rate. So that's why you shouldn't be trying to do 1080p 60 when you can't stream at a certain bit rate. Just don't even try that shit. It's gonna cause you to have more quality issues than what you want to have.
Established overhead.
Let's get out of here though.
Firing for effect.
Crush them while they're on.
All right, 3,500 ain't that far away from, you know, 5,500, so I changed it to 2,500. I know some people who stream 2,500 bit rate because their computer simply, not their computer, their internet simply is not fast, so they just got to. So yeah, and I'm like, why are you trying to stream 1080p? Stop. Like, don't do that. But they be like, I don't want to lower it. I want to stream 1080p 60. That's not enough. And in all honesty, that's not even enough to make anything look good with your graphics card. So you need to be using your CPU at that point. At a certain point, even if your GPU is the shit, it can't do miracles with your bitrate being low. So it's like, you gotta fucking change your bitrate, not your bitrate, your resolution lower if your bitrate can't go higher, and then change it to your CPU. But it's a whole other situation though. But if your internet can handle streaming to YouTube at a certain bit rate, cool, do it. If the website requires a certain bit rate, cool, you just gotta do it. It is what it is. But I know motherfuckers trying to stream to Twitch with a 2,500 bit rate at 1080p 60. That's crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna get off of this right now because I know this shit look crazy. Oh, I know it look crazy. right, so 6,000 right here. Some people do 6,000 to the TikTok. This is what it's looking like.
Down A.
It is what it is.
Losing Bravo.
But yeah, uploading, it's gonna look like dude cheeks. Yeah, in all honesty, this is what it's gonna look like when you stream 6,000 1080p 60. That's why I tell people to drop that hoe if you are on 1080p 60. Yeah, it ain't gonna look good for 720p 60 either, which that sucks. But anyway, let me get off of this and get back to the high quality that I am used to. This is crazy. All right, thank goodness we are back at
Locking down
the marvelous quality. Oh my goodness. That last shit was horrendous. That 2500. Oh wow. But yeah, I'm curious to know what the difference is because of getting clips from Twitch or not Twitch from Twitch or the TikTok, because it's only one button on OBS vertical
securing B
to do a recording of a clip, and then you can set a hotkey as well.
Standing by.
Let me see if they reply back. Not yet. Not yet.
You are available for assignment.
I feel like I play better when I know I'm recording at a better quality. That's crazy. When I knew I was doing all that test,
enemy dreadnought working.
it was looking ferocious with the gameplay. But anyway, I don't know how long this shit is.
Bravo zone secure.
I don't want it too long anyway. If anybody's been wondering about bitrate and the differences in what you should choose and shouldn't choose, this video will help you out. Yeah, slam the like button if it helped you out, slam the like button if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Links down in the description where you can, check out stuff I recommend, or just go down there and shop till you drop. And let's go home real quick, and then I'm gonna go to the full face. And yeah, that's what we're looking like with the camera situation, full screened with the delectable bitrate situation. So looks pretty cool, looks pretty smooth. What is that noise? I don't know.